Ladies and gentlemen, life will not always give you company on the path you choose. Many times you will have to walk alone, but it is in those moments of solitude that greatness is built. When you dare to trust your own vision, when you discipline yourself to stay focused even without applause, you become unstoppable and unbreakable. Discipline is the foundation of every unstoppable journey, and walking alone tests it like nothing else. When no one is watching, when there's no coach yelling, no crowd cheering, and no friend reminding you, the question becomes simple: will you still show up? This is where true discipline is born. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or external motivation. It's about training your mind to act even when you don't feel like it. Success rarely comes to the most talented, it belongs to the most disciplined. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice builds an invisible armor around you. Walking alone gives you the gift of self-reliance because you stop depending on others to push you forward. You realize that the greatest strength is found in mastering yourself, and once you master that, there is nothing that can stand in your way. There is a certain strength that only silence can give you. When you walk alone, you begin to understand that silence is not empty. It is full of lessons. In those moments, without applause, without recognition, you learn to fight battles within yourself. Every doubt, every fear, every whisper of insecurity is confronted when no one else is there to drown it out. That silence becomes your training ground, sharpening your resilience and preparing you for challenges that others might crumble under. People may doubt you, they may not believe in your path, but resilience is built when you keep moving forward despite the noise of criticism or the weight of being ignored. And when you emerge stronger, that quiet strength speaks louder than any words ever could. Because resilience is not declared, it is proven in the way you continue to rise when everything tells you to stop. Belief is the fuel that carries you when nothing else does. And walking alone teaches you to build that belief from within. There will always be voices around you, some discouraging, some doubtful, some even mocking your dreams, but belief cannot be borrowed from them. It has to come from a place deep inside you. A place that refuses to let go even when the world turns its back. When you believe in yourself, you no longer seek validation from others because you already know your worth. This belief becomes a shield against negativity and a compass that keeps you steady when the path feels uncertain. The truth is, people may never fully see your vision until you bring it to life. And that's why your self-belief must always stand taller than their opinions. Once you master this, you become unshakable because no doubt can overpower your conviction. Greatness is never the result of a single moment. It is the product of repetition, the quiet, consistent effort that few are willing to embrace. Walking alone gives you the space to practice when no one is watching, to sharpen your craft without distraction, to pour hours into the details that others overlook. Talent might open the door, but mastery is built in those endless hours of repetition where mistakes are corrected, skills are refined, and discipline is strengthened. The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes, until what once felt difficult turns into instinct. This process is not glamorous, and it often feels lonely, but it is in that solitude where real transformation happens. Every repetition becomes a step closer to excellence. And those steps, though small, accumulate into something extraordinary. That is how walking alone turns practice into mastery, and mastery into undeniable greatness. Independence is a strength that walking alone naturally develops, and it is one of the greatest qualities a person can carry. When you rely too much on others, you risk collapsing the moment they step away. But when you learn to depend on yourself, you discover a kind of freedom that no setback can take from you. Independence doesn't mean shutting people out. It means knowing that even if no one shows up, you can still stand, still fight, and still move forward. It gives you confidence in your own abilities, trust in your own decisions, and courage to take risks without fear of being abandoned. This kind of strength makes you unbreakable because you are not tied to the presence or absence of anyone else. You are enough, And once you realize that the world can no longer control you, you carry your own power wherever you go. The most powerful part of walking alone is that your journey doesn't just end with you, it transforms into a story that inspires others. People may not notice the sacrifices you made in the beginning, but when the results start to show, they will look at you differently. They will see not just your success, but the road you traveled to get there, and that journey will speak to them more than words ever could. Your resilience, your discipline, your belief, and your independence become proof that greatness is possible, even when the odds are stacked against you. Without realizing it, your silent struggles turn into a loud message for someone else who is fighting in the dark. You become a reminder that walking alone is not weakness, it is the path to strength, and through your example you give others permission to believe in themselves.